I'm Mako Fujimura. I am an artist. I'm also an author, and I lecture often on arts advocacy. And since childhood, I realized that I have perceptive abilities and expressive abilities that capture things that other people did not see or did not care about, And I didn't want to be a misfit, so you learn to cover those things up, and you become very much part of the world that learns to ignore those things, and then at some point I realized I was really kidding myself doing this. I was creating this armor around me that even though inside I needed to be fed by this unfiltered reality that was out there. And I didn't have a spiritual perspective for this at that time, but I knew that this was a calling, that there was no other word to fit what I was experiencing, that there was this reality, greater reality. There was this marginal place where angels tread, and I could sense it, and whenever I created something will come through me that I didn't own. It came from somewhere. I didn't know who was responsible for this, but I knew it wasn't mine. I knew it was a gift. But we're taught in art schools to grow our egos and express yourself in a way to put more armors around us. But I think I found very early on, fortunately, that art process is completely opposite. It's unmasking yourself. It's finding that voice that's authentic, that is not filtered by how we think about things, how we learn to manage and cope. Now that language has to be carefully calibrated, just as every high-functioning machines, from airplanes to whatever we operate, has to be carefully calibrated so it does exactly what it's supposed to do and more. It takes a while to do that, and it takes enormous patience and time to cultivate that. And I was fortunate that I was able to do this. I realized for a lot of people the pragmatics of everyday reality does not allow them to. And perhaps those of us who have been fortunate enough to develop that language are speaking for everyone else who is longing for that place, to be able to see clearly, to feel deeply, to experience life in a fullest sense. And art, when they sit in the theater, when they look at a dancer or move, or when they see a painting in a museum or a gallery, they are liberated for a moment from that reality, armored reality, into something more human, more deeply human. And so, this is an important work. I feel this responsibility to do it well and do it at the highest level that I can, because this is possibly the most important work that human beings can do, to give light to our experiences. And but the world conspires against that constantly. I conspire against that because I don't want to feel vulnerable and lonely and exiled from others and society, but I've learned to think of it as a critical mission, and I've been very fortunate to have people who understand that surrounding me.